Hello, Veda Howard here. Let me tell you, it's a beautiful day. Why is it a beautiful day? Because the main Golden Gospel bus has pulled in. Listen, I am with award-winning recording artist, musician, songwriter, literally one of the best to ever do it. Fred Hammond, how are you, sir?
V, I'm good. I am good.
Look at it. Look at this.
See that?
Now, I'm telling myself off the top, when I'm on the air and I introduce your song, I normally call you Steady Freddy. So just so you heard it from here. You heard it from me first, so y'all can't tell on me, because I told on myself.
That's
there
right.
You go.
That's
there
right.
You
We
go.
good.
There you go. Well, we are not just with Fred Hammond. We have more golden voices with us. Introduce the historicals.
I'm Keith Staten.
And this is Marcus Cole.
Listen, they did some roof damage at the reunion tour on Sunday night. We were there. I'm still dusting off some ceiling bits from my hair. So let's hop in right there. Obviously, you've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
You are a creative before it was a buzzword, Fred. And that's what I've always really appreciated about you. Hashtag I often use online, I keep saying it, is squeeze life. And part of that to me is like being everything God created you to be. And that is often not in a box.
Absolutely.
So at what point did Fred Hammond know he was unboxable, because you are?
Man, I never allowed myself to have a ceiling that I had to stay under. Yeah. You know, and my biggest thing was our mentor, Miles Monroe, Dr. Miles Monroe, rest his soul.
Yeah.
He said, one of the greatest, the richest place on the earth is the graveyard.
Yeah.
And I said, when I go, I'm going empty.
There you go.
I'm gonna do whatever I can. I'm not gonna let money or anything else stop me, or any industry or anything to say, you can't do that. When I go, my creative bucket is going to be dry and empty.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's how you're living.
That's it.
That's what squeeze life means.
That's right.
I remember you were, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were the only or the first gospel artist I knew of during the pandemic to try to spread love digitally, to figure it out, to, we were all on Facebook talking about, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was weird because everybody wanted to try to do something, because it was the scariest time in American history.
Exactly.
And I do film, independent film. People haven't noticed that about me yet. But I do independent film and production. And I told my brothers, let's get the camera, let's get the band, let's go out there, record, and let's come in, edit it up, chop it up, and put it out and don't charge. Yeah. Put it out there for free, because the country needs it right now. Yeah. And I asked God, I said, Lord, if I can get, I know you might bless me with 20,000 views. And I said,
light work.
But if you can let it be 60,000 views, I'll be grateful. 10 million views later.
Come on now, yeah.
It was
one of them.
Crazy. It was crazy. So but it was about giving and blessing the country, to do their thing.
And when you give, he gives it back.
That's right.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much for doing that. Now, Fred, I've mentioned this before with some others, as far as being a creative and all that kind of good stuff, and you've never felt the need to be in a box. I interviewed BB Winans a while ago.
Yeah.
I said, often, they call BB and CC. I said, they call y'all the trailblazers. They make it sound shiny, but when you're blazing a trail, you're in the front taking all the hits. You're clearing the path. So has it been worth it? And can you tell me about that? It sounds pretty, but it ain't always easy.
I was with Tyler Sunday, me, Kirk, and the rest of us. We were got a chance to sit with him. And he said something really, really key. Basically, the amount of your success equals the amount of your trauma. So if you see us here and you see this,
man, there's a price.
It's a price. So the same amount as your trauma. So basically, the iceberg that goes way up goes way down.
Yeah, it's real.
And so I'd say it's been worth it. Yeah. I absolutely say, it's been worth it. And the only way we can feel that trauma is so that we're not writing songs that's disconnected or doing creative things that are disconnected from people that's going through it. We got to feel it first.
And it connects.
And then it connects,
It connects. Now, speaking of connecting, you all were on stage, connect. Yes. Okay, had me jumping up. I almost stumped my toe and everything. So how did this come together? Kurt says we going on tour, and you were like, aha. How did it come together? Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, to tell you what, it was like this. Fred was, Kirk asked Fred to be on it, and all of those that are as well. But Fred instantly said, hey, because we're doing the Fred, Keith, Marcus project, he said, hey, can I bring my brothers with me? And that was it. It was just such an honor to hang with Big Bro and hit that stage and just minister to people. But that's what it was. He said he fought to get us in and say, hey, let's let audiences begin to see us together and ask the question, like, what's going on? And then, of course, that set up the project.
You go ahead.
Oh no, it's every night you look up. My daughter texted me a couple weeks ago and she says, "Do you get nervous?" And I was like, "Absolutely, I get nervous every time." But when you get on that stage and he introduces us and brings us up and asks the audience, "Is it okay if I bring up some of my commission brothers?"
Please,
It's such a surreal moment. But it's so great to rock out with him on stage and to share his verses. He didn't have to. He's been touring by himself for so long. But to share those verses and to share that platform, this is his, per his volition, his biggest stage. It is without a question my biggest stage thus far. And so to just see where we are now, it's pretty amazing. You know what I mean? And you just soak in every moment.
But that goes back to the point. You've been doing this forever. And I often wonder, like when you had your record deal, then you put out, a jazz album, right? Then we had the United Tenors, right? Okay, because...
God, Love, and Romance.
Okay.
Don't forget that one.
Because we're humans out here, right?
That's right.
That's how this works. I appreciate it. I'm trying to tell you, when I see people doing it wherever, be it artists, could be people in business, and again, I call it squeezing life, and it is absolutely motivation and an example for me. So your life has been fuel for my journey.
Amen.
So I thank you for walking it out. And again, like to your point, it ain't always pretty, but whatever God brings us through, we're going to turn it around and give it to you and know that God's going to bless on the other side.
That's it.
I love it. Okay, so what's next for Fred Hammond? I don't want to hold you forever, but...
Got a couple things, but this is on the forefront right now, Fred, Keith, and Marcus. We got a new project out. It was the first, I was retiring, and Marcus...
You ain't get my permission.
But I was just tired of where music was. I was tired of what it was doing. I was over it, and I was like, and to be honest with you, in the studio wasn't as easy as it used to be because my voice is older, and now the things just to stay in the tune that I want to stay in key, it takes me a little bit more work. Before it was effortless. Now it's like I got to concentrate on it and make sure my vibrato ain't shaking. I got to calm it down. I said, man, that's just too much work. I've done enough. That's it. And then Marcus hit me up. We had a come together, and he sent this song, and I said, man, that's the dopest song I've heard. It made me want to do music again. It made me want to sing again because it's got that old thing to it. If you like that old R&B feel to it with gospel over top, if you like the Gap Band, the spinners and the Earth, Wind, and Fire, and the whispers and commission and the whinings, if you like that, it touched that place in me that I still love, and that's what we got going on. So we got that. We're doing a series to a film. I'm doing a pilot called Barbershop Therapy with us three. We pay owners of a barbershop in the hood, and people bring us their situations.
Oh, that's what it is.
And we don't always have the answer, but we watch God walk it out. So we have that. I also have a thing coming out called Hood Book. It's a way to reach the people in the world. People, not just in the world, period. That talks to them about the Bible. This started is about the creation in a way that they can understand it. So just hit them where they are.
I love it. I love it. Listen, this has been a beautiful day. I'm with Steady Freddy. I mean,
Steady. Well, that's what they used to call me back in the day when I was a kid. Yeah, they called me Casper because I was so light skinned.
Oh Jesus! I didn't do that one. Okay.
They called me Casper when I was so light skinned. I was like, my head was green. It kept me bald.
Oh my!
And I was a little with a big head. I was actually skinny. They didn't call me skinny. I was bony. You may not realize that, but they called me that. They called me Casper because I was so light skinned.
Just so. Right,
but
so
light skin,
okay,
you know.
Okay.
I was lighter than El DeBarge, my
that's
cousin.
Bright. Okay,
yeah, we bright. I was light bright. You know what I mean?
But we love you just the same.
Amen.
Okay, so you heard that. I'm allowed to call him Steady Freddy.
Yeah.
Please continue to support Fred Hammond, the new projects. The brothers are out. We're going to watch. We're going to support. Keep on building the kingdom. You're loved and appreciated.
Thank you.
I'm Veda Howard, and this is For Praise 102.5.